Um, what's up, guys? It's me, your boy Pizza Kun, and welcome to the Otaku International Podcast. We were having an anime conversation about anime you can stop watching, more action animes you should watch, an open discussion about Naruto and Boruto. Stay until the end, and we will be having an open Q&A. Feel free to join our conversation in the chat at any point. Today, I'm with my three other hosts, Chillycracker, Bunny, and Panda.
Yo, what's up?
Okay, let's start with Chili. Animes you can't stop watching.
Okay, so animes that I can't stop watching would probably be the Inuyasha series. You have Inuyasha, and then you have Inuyasha the Final Act. Inuyasha itself is 167 episodes if you guys ever want to watch it. And to finish off the entire series, you can watch Inuyasha the Final Act, which is about another 26 episodes. There are 4 movies with it. My personal favorites are the third and fourth movie. The manga series goes all the way up to 56 volumes, so if you want to know, go ahead and watch it. The whole story takes place with the main character Kagome, who lives in modern times. She hears a sound from a well and she goes to check it out. Little did she know that the well actually is a gateway between her time and the feudal era. A demon pops out, grabs her, yanks her into the past, and she's trapped in the past. And the main reason why this demon actually grabbed her is because she does not know this. She is actually the reincarnation of a priestess from the feudal era who died and burned herself with a jewel called the Shikon Jewel. The jewel is also known as the Jewel of Four Souls, and it can grant a wish to anybody that actually possesses it. As she's being chased by this demon, she ends up going into the forest and finding a half demon whose name is Inuyasha. She's pleading for help, and he responds because he was sealed to a tree by the priestess from 50 years ago. As soon as he responds to her, he agreed to help her. They end up slicing the demon, obviously, because he's awesome. And whenever that happens, she actually takes the responsibility of guarding the Shikon Jewel. Well, later on, the jewel ends up breaking, and the fragments of that jewel goes all across Japan. So they have to travel to collect all the shards, and that's how the adventure of Inuyasha and Kagome starts.
Oh, I mean, I've watched the first episode, so I saw like the thing what happened like with the demon, but I didn't know that like the fragment would be like breaking.
Hmm. That's just like the first 2 episodes, and since there's almost roughly 190 some odd episodes with both that and the final act, there's a lot to watch. There's a lot of like juicy stories, and along with the friends that they make, trying to help them actually defeat the main villain, which you'll find out about that like probably a couple episodes in.
Okay, okay. And what was your
Moro-
pick?
Moroku's my spirit animal.
What was your pick, Panda?
All right, my pick is Toriko. There's 147 episodes. It's a story of in a savage world ruled by the pursuit of the most delicious food. It's either eat or be eaten. This is the era of gourmet food. While searching for the tastiest foods imaginable, gourmet hunter Toriko travels the world with his bottomless stomach, and only Toriko can hunt down the ferocious ingredients that supply the world's best restaurants. As a gourmet hunter, Toriko tracks and defeats the tastiest and most dangerous animals with his bare hands, with his trusty partner Komatsu. It's literally a story about a dude whose only purpose in life is to eat. And you know what? For some reason, that just resonates with me. It's a great animation. It's made by the same company, the same studio that does Dragon Ball Z and One Piece. So there's actually crossover episodes with that, which is actually very entertaining. So I mean, that's what you can expect from the animation's quality and like driven storyline that it has.
I think I saw the cross movie of that with Toriko, Dragon Ball Z, and One Piece. That was kind of lit though with like the attack Toriko actually had.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting that they were able to like bring those different anime worlds together.
Okay, let's continue to our new hostess, Bunny. Which one did you pick for us?
I picked Sailor Moon. Sailor Moon is about this young schoolgirl Usagi who meets this cat. Her name's Luna, and she gets turned into basically a magical girl. And from there, you basically go on the adventures with Usagi, and along the way you meet a bunch of other scouts, and basically they have to defeat the villain, the Darkness, to save the kingdom. And from there, you just keep seeing what their adventures are. Pretty good. It has multiple reiterations, and it just had a new Netflix movie come out. Looks super good. So
Okay, that's very interesting. I picked JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
No.
No, I'm joking.
Huh.
I picked Hunter x Hunter. Yeah, I know.
Oh, yeah.
I say Hunter x Hunter because no, I like it that way.
That's because it's the right way.
I mean, yeah, I mean, some. I think they officially said that the X is like silent because it's like an how do you say it? And then
It's like a space.
yeah, exactly, a space bar.
Well, they don't know what they're talking about.
I mean, the creator doesn't know what's talking about. I mean, it has 148 episodes. I mean, it's currently finished. I mean, like, if you think about it, the storyline is kind of silly. It's about a young boy named Gon having a search for his dad. It's a hunter. It's like a hunter is like a special force type of guy or girl which works for itself, and they take on like dangerous missions. And Gon is like quite interested about it, so he takes something which is called an hunter exam, and it's pretty like hard because like people actually die to get the hunter pass and like pass the exam. There are like multiple exams that you need to follow, and in the end, like from a lot of people, just a few end in the final. And let's see what our second pick from our hostess are. More action animes you should watch. Chillycracker.
Okay, so my action anime is more of a recent anime, like not really recent. I'd say it came out like within the last 10 years. It's called Seraph of the End Vampire Raid. And it has 24 volumes to the manga series and 24 episodes, both English, well, dubbed and subbed, for those people that are just, only dub people. So pretty much the main character is Yoichiro. Him and his friends are captured by a group of vampires, being told that there is a deadly virus that is spreading across the earth and that they need to hide underground to avoid this virus. Well, after some time, him and his friends decide to leave the underground city because they are being mistreated by the vampires because the vampires feel like they are more superior than them. Well, as soon as they are trying to leave, they end up finding out that there's an exit and they all try to go there. They find the exit finally, but they end up running into the issue with the vampires because the vampires are mostly just keeping them there as livestock. Well, years later down the road, after Yoichiro escapes, he joins the military because it turns out there was actually no virus at all plaguing the earth. Well, there was a virus. It killed a lot of people, but most of the people that survived are immune. And now that they were immune, they didn't have to worry about spreading the virus. So the virus pretty much died out. Well, he ended up joining the military, like I said, to fight off the vampires because he wants to free everybody that is still part of the livestock. And it turns out there have been multiple colonies of vampires doing this.
Oh wow, that's pretty like disgusting, man. I haven't heard about it. Like
It's really good.
I've been
You-
checking like the recently updated, but I haven't seen that one popping up.
I would
It's
say,
probably like 5 years old.
yeah,
Oh,
I want to say it's like that.
okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah, which
Uh, you can check it out on your normal mainstreams in the U.S. or if you have a VPN.
Ah, okay. And which one did you pick, Panda?
Um, I guess it's more recent-ish than it's called Baki Hanma or Baki the Grappler.
Oh, she.
Yeah. It's about a boy who, at the age of 13, after being trained into what he thought was, an apex fighting machine, attempted to fight his dad. His dad is literally known as the most powerful creature on Earth. By creature on Earth, this man can literally eat a hole through a tank with his mouth. He fights elephants for fun. Whole armies literally attempt to kill this man and nothing happens. Well, you expect what happened when a 13-year-old tries to square up with his dad. He got smacked. And literally, his only purpose in life after that was to defeat his father. Everything else was just a minor inconvenience or obstacle. Eventually, he gets put into a no-holds-barred underground fighting arena at the Tokyo Dome. And eventually moves on to become, the champion of said arena, where he has to defeat fighters from every single style of martial arts that you can imagine. It's very interesting. Very violent. But it's fun to watch if you're into martial arts and, just fighting in general.
I think about that anime was also that was also on Netflix, which you can watch. I mean, weren't
Yep.
weren't there two versions, one older and one quite recent?
Yeah. There's 2 seasons. The first one, follows the escape of a bunch of convicts, and they're all drawn to attempting to test their strength and mettle at the fighting arena. So he tries to square up and defeat them. There's a story about that, and then afterwards, it's another Chinese martial arts tournament where they're fighting to be one of the emperors of martial arts.
Okay. Bunny, which one did you pick?
Okay, so I have a movie called Promare. It's by Studio Trigger, who also made Kill la Kill, if you know that,
Ooh.
that anime. So it is set 30 years in the future after an event called the Great Burn. Basically, human combustion breaks out all across the planet and makes people pyrokinetic. And so it focuses on 2 groups of people: the Burnish and the humans. And so our main character is Gallo Thymos, and he is a firefighter. And from there, he goes to a fire, and he meets Leo Fotia, who is a wanted criminal, because he is part of a gang called the Mad Burnish. And as that happens, he gets convicted and brought into a government facility. After that, they keep meeting up, and Gallo starts to realize that everything he's been told about the government is not what it seems. And so they go on this adventure to basically fix what the government has done. And it's really interesting, and it has a pop art style. It's very bright, very flashy, and there's mechs in it at the end. So I totally recommend it.
What's at the end?
Mechs, like mech suits.
Oh, the mecha suits.
Yeah, mechs.
Okay, that sounds quite interesting. I mean, my pick is actually the most recent one. It's called Tokyo Revengers.
It's a good anime. It's a great anime.
Bro, I thought the place where I watched it said it would have 12 episodes, but it ended up it's currently on 18. So I think there's 24 episodes because Anime Net is not saying an actual date where it's about the end,
Actually, I did see something about it. Yeah, I did see an ending part about it. I can look it up for you.
Yeah, sure. I'll continue then while you search. I mean, it's about a guy called Takemichi, which is which is a guy that it's kind of from the friend group he had from his childhood is completely out of touch with everyone. He's working at a convenience store. He's not happy with his life, and then all of a sudden his whole world turns upside down, while his childhood girlfriend, ex-girlfriend, and his and her little brother like dies in a car crash because of the Tokyo Manji gang. It's about the Manji gang. It's Tokyo Manji gang is like about the like what did you call those guys again? Which were like the bad guys from like the 80s and 90s, like with
Gangs.
yeah, like the with the weird
Uh,
hairstyle. Yeah.
yeah, I can't think of the hairstyle, but there's a lot of animes where like punk kids from school would have it in the Japanese animes.
Yeah, but I mean, what are relinquents?
Delinquent.
Delinquents.
Yeah, delinquents. That was it. It started off like with the delinquent group that grew up into an like a whole criminal organization, and for some reason, I mean, it's not really explained why, but he is able to go back in time and like get to the moment where it all started. Like it has currently, like I said, 18 episodes. I think it's gonna run to 24. But did you find something, Chili?
I'm still looking.
You're still looking. And the manga is like 120, 52 chapters, I think. So if you're done with the anime chapters and you don't want to watch, or you don't want to wait a week again for like the next episode, you can read the manga. That's what I did. It got me hooked. So if you guys are interested, you should definitely give it a try. And does any host want to add something like on their own manga or anime? I mean, or movie?
I will add something to the Inuyasha series.
Mm-hmm.
Recently, the past year, they actually did a continuation of Inuyasha, which is called Yashahime Half Princess Half Demon. It is taking place like years into the future, and I do recommend it. I'll talk about that in like a different podcast because that's another one I just want to keep talking about.
All right. I forgot to mention something as well, like with the Hunter x Hunter series. There are two versions. Like, one is like the 1999 version. It
One is
stopped.
bad.
I mean, I like the 1991 version. I actually like that one more than like the 2011 version, if I'm honest with you.
Really.
Yeah, I mean, like there are like little things that changed. Of course, like the animation changed, and like I want to say something, but it's gonna be a spoil. I don't want that. But the 1999 version like stops around episode 62, which is like uh, I forgot the name of the arc, but that's something else. It currently has like like I said, 148 episodes in the 2011 version, but the manga is currently on a hiatus, like for years, due to the mangaka's health. You know, like it started around the same period as Dragon Ball Z, but damn, it due to the mangaka's health, like a lot of chapters were missing.
Mm-hmm.
So, if we go to our next segment, it's about Naruto/Naruto Shippuden. So, what was so good about Naruto, and what should have been done much better? Chillycracker, enlighten us.
What I believe that was great about Naruto is they actually had full arcs. Like the arcs were nice and long, but it kept you more entertained the entire time you kept watching it. And that was one of the things that I absolutely loved about Naruto. What it should have done better was not have so many fillers though, because every time a filler came up, it would go on, jump back to the main story, and then go back on. That's the only thing I kind of didn't like about it, but the filler parts, they still had a pretty good story, even if it did last for like an episode or two.
Penna, your thoughts.
I mean, you have to understand like the era it came from. You know, Bleach, One Piece, like all three of those came out in the same Shonen Jump magazine. I remember when it came out. Still have that magazine somewhere. But
Really?
like, yeah. No, it. I was psyched when I first saw what it was. I was like, oh shit, ninjas! I'm sold. I don't need to know anything else. What? Believe it? I mean, I guess I will. Um, it it was a good series for several reasons. Like Naruto and then Naruto Shippuden, even after the time skip, like they both had very definitive endings, but like they didn't make us wait particularly long to jump into the next part of it. Yeah, there was a lot of filler, but like it as an anime series, I would say it's very light on filler in comparison to like I don't know, again, One Piece.
I mean, then again, One Piece is still be running, you know. So comparing to the amount of
One Piece will finish by the time my grandchildren die.
He's not wrong.
I mean, that is true, man. I mean, Oda did spoil to some kid like a few years ago. Like he spoiled the ending because it was like his dying wish. So there's someone that knew the ending.
Yeah, but
But-
he could take his sweet time getting there.
True. I mean, like about the fillers. I mean, I still remember there was like a Chunin or Jonin exam without Naruto, and it took forever to like complete.
Yeah, but that was kind of cool.
I mean, it was cool, but I mean, come on, it's called Naruto and not like Neji.
Like, it was-
I mean, Neji had a side story, like his own side.
But like it was filler, but like it explained like how they became tuning and like ranked up while they were doing stuff while Naruto was off training. Like it was filler, but like it's filler that moved the storyline forward still technically. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, but then you had like the fucking Mecha Naruto shit with Orochimaru.
Okay, you know what? Some things can't be explained.
Another thing is, like, if you think about it, all that training he did, he still kept using just shadow clones in Rasengan.
I mean, that was so sad, to be honest. I mean, he had massive of chakra. Like he has the shadow clone jutsu, which is already kind of broken because like the information he receives from the shadow clones get to the original one. So he could learn a jutsu within a day with just using it with his shadow clones, and he just kept it with like 2 jutsus. It's so stupid. Like
Li-
yeah,
Life
go
hacks.
ahead. Yeah, bro. Like the fifth, I mean the third Hokage. Like, I mean, if you think about it, he did a horrible job with Naruto. Like he didn't protect him, he didn't do shit, and he just let the whole
Third
village-
Hokage?
Yeah, the third
Yeah.
Hokage.
Yeah.
I mean, if you think about it, he just let Naruto just be bashed around by like the villagers.
Yeah, but like, it's messed up because everybody knew he was the nine-tailed fox except him.
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand the purpose of that.
The dying wish of his parents. Please take care of our child. Yeah, okay.
And then literally not doing anything, like just talking to him like every few episodes. Like, oh yo Naruto, you're here, and you are like
Hey, you're
almost
still
crying.
alive? That's
Yeah,
crazy.
shit. Yeah, that's crazy, man.
Here's this month's pay.
Bro, he had a house the whole time and just like shuttered him off in a little tiny apartment. Didn't let him even know that he was, who his parents were. To what purpose is my question. Like,
I mean, I think if I remember correctly, the reason why they didn't tell who his parents were is because his dad
Was the
Well,
fourth.
was the fourth. So
okay,
he
yeah,
would.
but like, why?
I mean, if they knew the fourth had a kid, they would like try to assassinate him.
He was a Jinchuriki and the whole village knew.
Yeah, but still, I mean,
You-
like people
you-
can. No one gives a fuck about him.
Everyone was after the Jinchurikis, like the Akatsuki and everything. So I feel like that would put more of a target on his back, being a Jinchuriki, than being the fourth son.
Exactly. Like, what? How does it hurt him?
I mean, I don't understand why or how the information got out that the Nine Tails was sealed in Naruto while everything was like
And chaos.
excluded. Yeah, they only knew where it was, or
The
I mean that.
Akatsuki.
No. I'm sorry. I mean like they only knew that the Ninetales was there. They know it was Seal, but how do they know it was Naruto? While like
The whole village knew it was Naruto. Like,
yeah, but how?
The third, he
I
had a
don't-
big mouth. The
Bro, I
third
don't
had a
know.
big mouth.
like they know that, and like they can't like just like, oh yeah, that's the fifth kid. I mean, that's the fourth kid. Oh, let's cut up some slack. Nah, let's hate this random little kid. Fuck him.
Yeah,
Fuck
but
his couch.
yeah, but if you think about it, like, how did they know it? Like, the birth was secluded, and then like Obito came, and then it's.
I know.
So
I'm just,
stupid.
my question is like, why hide that information? Is all I'm getting at.
Hang on, I want to say something to Tara, who said who would kill some kid. You got to think Itachi slaughtered his entire clan, not just like adults, but children too. I
Yeah.
don't put it
What do you
past
do when the kid
Akatsuki.
kills you?
I don't put it past the Akatsuki to do it.
Yeah, nothing's sacred in Naruto.
Bro, I mean, it was pretty like insane, like how big of a toll it would have been on Itachi, like actually massacring his whole clan.
Right.
You know?
And he did it to save the village. That's the
No.
messed up part. Like that was a moment for me. It was like, hold up, he's not a psychopath. This whole time he was a double agent.
Bro.
Mm.
Like, imagine, you guys know how it all started, right? Like how the Uchiha massacre started.
Yeah.
So imagine if the third Hokage did his job. And kept Danzo in his arm, like under him, like actually not letting him do shit because of
Like Root had to exist. Like if you look in any like modern countries, culture, existence, or nation state, how they operate, right? You have everything that's nice and everybody, the citizens and the people are allowed to see. And then you have the stuff that happens that the rest of the world can't know about to make it so that they can function. That's Root's purpose. Root is the CIA. You know what I mean? Like they get shit done that may not be pretty, it may not be nice, but it's deemed necessary for the health of the nation. That's Root's purpose. That's Danzo's purpose.
I mean, as the third Hokage, you need to know what Danzo is doing.
Like he knows.
Donzo.
He just
He didn't give a fuck.
he knew it needed to happen.
Bro, I mean, like, if Shisui was still like alive, and like he could have like put the whole Uchiha clan in a fucking genjutsu without them knowing. But no, Danzo needed to come in and like try to take his eyes for himself.
Well, Danzo low-key wanted the Uchiha to act up so he had an excuse to slap him around.
So he had them slaughtered.
Yeah.
So, is this a bad time to chime in and say I haven't watched Naruto? Probably. But I do have a few questions. Is the filler actually worth watching? Because I've heard there's decades worth of filler. And
For Naruto? Well, Shippuden's pretty good about like not having as much filler. The original
Except for
Naruto, yeah, there's a healthy amount of filler for sure. Is it worth watching? I mean, how much time do you got on your hands?
all the time in the world.
I mean, it takes her like a week
Then
just to
yes.
watch Jutsu. No, it takes her a week to watch Demon Slayer. So
It took me 3 days.
3 days is
Oh.
too long.
Actually, no,
Amateur.
amateur. I could squeeze it in one day.
Yeah, squeeze that in like a
I could squeeze it in 7.5
8-hour
hours.
period.
Yeah.
I mean,
So-
like, if you, it depends on the filler. There's actually some nice fillers, and some fillers don't actually make any sense.
Hmm.
Okay, that's good. As long as I just like asking because there are fillers that sometimes don't make very much sense, and then there's filler that is there, but it goes along with story and actually makes sense, and so that's good to know that they have both because that's
It's
still
character
something-
development.
Yeah. It's still
Mostly
character
for
development.
Naruto, right? The only character who wasn't developed is Sakura. Both like physically and just overall story wise.
We're doing
But
hate crimes. We're doing hate crime on Sakura now.
Bro, fuck
Oh,
her.
yeah,
Actually,
yeah,
fuck
yeah.
her. Oh my
Sakura
god.
Hate Crime Day.
Bro, I'm sorry, I don't care what anyone says about. If anyone says Sakura is useful in the story, I will personally come to your house and I will beat you.
She's more useful than Tenten.
Nope. The 1010 is more
Hey,
useful.
at least 1010, carries weapons and stuff and scrolls and food and other things, right?
Actually, though, it's
She
true.
pack meals that shit.
She got destroyed in the tuning exams. Let's be honest.
Who? 1010?
Yes.
I mean,
Tomo-
1010 was like outskilled by the
Yeah,
the
that was
wind.
that was an
wind
unfair
jutsu.
fight. All right,
Yeah.
like Shikamaru's future wife, who was a bad bitch.
Tamari.
Second of all, we can go back to the Sakura fucking girl slap fight.
Oh god, I hated that fight so badly.
Actually, bro, I've my friend just started like watching Naruto with his girlfriend, and I just tune in sometimes, and we were so I remember that episode correct, like in the back of my head. There was literally 5 minutes of fighting, maybe not even 5 minutes, and then
18
like
minutes of backstory.
actually though, like their childhood, like who the fuck gives about you? I'm like, oh my god, come on, get over with this. Like this doesn't make any sense.
Yo,
So-
I got a question for chat though. So, out of all the females that are in the Naruto and Naruto Shippuden franchise, which one's the best?
Hinata, obviously.
Obviously,
Best waifu?
best wife is Hinata.
Best waifu is Hinata and Tamari.
I like Tamari. Yeah,
Tamari.
I like Tamari because like Shikamaru's my spirit animal.
Yeah. She puts him in his place.
I mean, like, how do you say? Like Tamari is like how do you say it? Like she is she has how do you say it? Like the fucking she has the right to be like angry and arrogant, unlike Sakura.
Mhm.
Like
Well,
what
she's the daughter of a Hokage or a Kage, right?
Tamari, yeah, Tamari,
Yeah, she's the daughter of the
yeah.
The Kazekage.
yeah, the
Yeah.
Kazekage.
And B, I mean, she's cracked powerful. Like
I don't know. Is she a biological daughter or was she adopted?
I think it was adopted.
she's biological. Gara is
Garo was biological as well.
yeah. I think all three of them are biological. The puppet dude,
Yeah.
her, and
Yeah.
Kankuro and her are biological.
I got something to ask you guys. Do you guys remember like when I think it was a filler, like when Sakura said to Naruto with the Memela shit, like do you guys remember
Oh
that?
my god!
When Sakura said to Naruto like, yeah, I'm glad I don't have any parents or whatever,
That was the movie.
Yeah. Oh, was it a movie?
That was a movie about where like they got put into like a mini. God, what is the name of that stupid jutsu?
Tsukunomi.
It's Tsukino.
Yeah, Sugino, yeah. And like everything was backwards. It was so great. Like watching Naruto have his parents, it was it was a tear-jerking moment. Like
True.
like actually experiencing all the things that he never got to have, and like Sakura not having parents just made me laugh.
Yeah, she was like saying like it'd be great not to have parents, and then she just got all depressed on him. And she's like,
Well,
yeah,
now I don't have parents.
I'm
Naruto,
super
only you
sad.
can be an orphan. Eh.
Bro, I mean, it was so stupid. Like, imagine someone like the whole village hated you. You don't have anyone, unless.
Imagine being Sakura.
Bro, I would have. Nah, I can't say this on stream. Nah, I can't say that. This is too far.
So
I would have unlived myself, basically.
so
Unlifed.
can Sasuke do that?
Committed
jutsu?
Sudoku.
Could Sasuke do that jutsu to bring people back to life like Pain did?
No, I don't think so. You can only do it once.
Because if he did, you know how awesome it would have been if he brought back the fourth Hokage just to be there for Naruto.
Nah, he can't. I mean, there should be. I think there should.
I think there was like a time like thing with it. Like they got
Yeah,
they
exactly.
can only be dead within X amount of time, kind of thing.
Well, I mean,
don't know.
Madara brought himself back to life like that.
But he was too broken.
Yeah, but Madara's on like whatever
Another
the
level.
equivalent of ninja drugs are.
Food pills.
Yeah,
Yeah.
ninja food pills.
But like 100x, man. Orochimaru also said, like when he revived the four Hokages, he said that the first Hokage could undo the Edo Tensei on himself, but the second couldn't. I mean,
So I'm guessing you just need to be of a certain lineage, perhaps, or just like
be broken as
have
fuck.
a stupid amount of chakra.
Yeah.
Because like Naruto, apparently, like base Naruto minus the QB has like the same amount of chakra as like the first Hokage, like literally bottomless.
I mean, they are technically related.
Technically, well, no,
Uh,
Naruto's actually not related to the first Hokage.
Okay,
He's
let me
related
rephrase
to the
that.
first Hokage's wife.
Okay, let me rephrase that. He is a reincarnation of the first Hokage, which the first Hokage was
What?
a reincarnation of.
No.
Yeah, it was.
No,
'cause-
No,
no,
no.
no. You have it wrong. Like there is the Ototsuki clan, like the father of all shinobi, like what is his name? Hagoromo. He had two sons,
Yes.
and those
Yeah,
two
he's a
sons.
descendant of a certain side of the clan.
Yeah. So like the
Yeah,
fight
but-
between them went on into different generations. Like you had Madara and
Yeah, they were saying like it was the reincarnation of them.
no, not of Madara. It was of his ancestor. Of Madara's ancestor was like uh,
The one's gifted in using powerful jutsu, and then there's the
Exactly.
one's gifted with powerful life force. Now, Naruto came from the life force side of things, and Sasuke came from the jutsu side of things. Like, I wouldn't say he's a descendant. I guess you're right. I mean, he's related in the same way that all human beings are related to each other, type thing.
Right.
If you're playing the Adam and Eve kind of game, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you're gonna make me look up family trees for Naruto now.
Well, I mean, like Naruto's family directly came from the village of the Whirlpool, right?
Yeah.
And like that's the whole entire reason why the first Hokage's wife came from the village of the Whirlpool, because they had powerful sealing jutsus, and she was the first Jinchuriki for the village of the Leaf. So like, yes, they're related technically by like DNA standpoint, but not like direct family tree unless you go all the way back to the origin of ninja type thing.
Yeah.
I mean, if I was Naruto, you could technically join the Akatsuki, and like if he got extracted from
He'd live.
he would live because like
He's just OP.
Yeah, I mean no, the Uzumaki. It's because of the Uzumaki clan. Like actually has like a very OP type of chakra.
Yeah, but he couldn't do the thing his mom could do with the chakra chains.
No, that's true.
But what's her face? Sasuke's that one other redheaded girl that like was madly in love with Sasuke. What's her
It starts with a
face?
K. It starts with a K.
Karen.
Karen.
Karen. Yeah. She could use chakra chains.
Yeah, I mean yeah. It's kind of trippy, man. I mean, they didn't give Naruto a lot of.
Maybe it's a ginger thing.
No,
Pretty
I think,
much.
I mean,
Pain was a ginger.
Naruto only learned like 2 jutsus, and that's it, and like different versions of the same jutsu.
Look here.
He's
He
not
wasn't
wrong.
the brightest, but goddamn, he'd smash his head against that rock till it was a pebble.
It ain't much, but it's honest work.
It's a prime example of if what you got's working for you, don't stop.
I mean, actually, though, like, I think it's time for us to like move on to the next topic.
Yeah.
Don't you guys think?
Yeah,
Before,
because
like,
we can go on and on with
I can
Naruto.
sit here and slam on Naruto all day. It's great.
I mean,
Integral part of my anime childhood.
bro, I started with like Naruto, like it was the shit, but I couldn't stand Sakura.
Yeah.
I
Neither
have
can the internet.
bro. I've literally haven't. Okay. So like I said before, what could have what was like 1 second.
I
So
mean,
what could have what could have the mangaka do to make Naruto better?
I don't know. Honestly, like I wouldn't change anything as is. You know what I mean? Everything that I love and everything that I hate about it, it's iconic. It's a staple part of like my anime history, right? Right in there with Bleach, right in there with Dragon Ball, Gundam, and the rest of that. Like everything from the late '90s, early 2000s. Just I wouldn't change what it is because it's what makes it great.
I feel like that they should have had his Hokage inauguration in Naruto Shippuden instead of in Boruto.
What?
Yeah,
Wait, can you come again?
technically, the movie covered that. Not
Mm,
the Boruto movie, but the one where
the one where him and Hinata stay together.
get married.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So no, that's when they started dating, and at the very end of the actual Naruto Shippuden series is when they got married.
right.
Yeah. I mean, it was so touching with like Naruto esque.
Yeah. Iruka Sensei.
Yeah, Sensei to be is like his
That's
father in the
yeah, the
film.
father figure.
Bro, I swear my heart. I mean, actually, Naruto is like one of the few animes that actually gave me tears, man. No cap.
There was a couple of good moments. Yeah, absolutely.
Actually, though.
But yeah,
But
his inauguration though for Hokage was not in Shippuden.
no, that's true. That's
No,
true.
yeah, it was covered within the movie series, Bridging Boruto.
Yeah, bro. But okay, now we're getting over on Boruto
Oh God.
as the next topic.
Boy.
I mean, I don't know if everyone here has watched Naruto, so let's get it on with this. What is good about Boruto?
Naruto's in it.
Bro, actually,
I mean, I get to see the adult versions of the characters that I loved growing up
Yeah.
as a kid. Other than that,
bro, if you're talking about Boruto, the only thing I can do is like bash Boruto.
I
I
mean,
know.
so there are some things that I do like about Boruto. The only thing is, it's taken too long just to go with the manga flow.
I hate you writing the Uftar.
Yeah, it was like 150 episodes before they finally got like started with the manga. I like the movie to Boruto. Like I thought that was great. Watching like Sasuke and Naruto team up and then Boruto finishing the job.
Yo, they could have just stopped right there, and it would have been fine.
True.
Yeah,
Like they,
I did hear the movie was really good. I haven't seen Boruto, but I heard really good reviews specifically about the movie.
Tara's right. 160 episodes of filler.
Bro, like actually, imagine having a vast amount of chakra and use it to almost every single person in the village to help them out, except your own family.
yeah, what's wild is like how nerfed the adults are, right? Like
I
how
mean,
nerfed Sasuke is. Like literally,
no, they
the
nerfed
patch.
him recent.
Yeah,
recently.
the patch notes read, gets tired after 5 minutes. Good.
Bro, like imagine they said in the Boruto like the newer generation surpasses the older generation, right?
Yo, also, why is he not a less thick than she was in Shippuden? Explain that to me.
I don't know.
She became a mom.
They nerfed her thick. Yeah, being a mom doesn't nerf your thickness, okay?
I mean, actually, you would say by age you get more thicker than when you're younger.
Yeah, what's up with a thick nerf?
Actually, though, but like they say, the newer generation is like gets stronger by the than the
It's
older. But did someone surpass Madara and uh, Hashirama Senju in like the 5 or 6 Hokages that was there?
No,
Uh,
I don't think so.
I think the Kages overall are much weaker than they used to be, but that's because it's a time of peace, not war, right?
Yeah.
So the things that you need to be an effective leader aren't necessarily blow up a nation. And Ike, agree to disagree. Like the animation is better in certain portions, right? But overall, the consistency of animation between the fights and just in general is not there. Like for some, a few seconds, it'll be 60 frames of beautiful, well animated fighting sequence, and then the next part will look like it's 15 frames a second animated by like somebody that was using their big toes.
Another thing is like, how is Boruto even considered an Uzumaki? He's got like no chakra.
He's kind of like because he's got more of his mom's stuff.
Yeah,
I guess.
I mean, it will be. I think it's like actually like those white chicks that say like I'm half this and half that and half that. That's the whole Uzumaki shit right now. Like I'm
Yeah,
I'm like
and what's up
10%
with
Uzumaki.
Boruto being able to use like cracked amount of jutsu? Like I can use lightning, I can use wind, I can use a little bit of water on top of it.
Okay,
Sure.
so he only used water with the little ninja tool for the scrolls.
He used it otherwise too.
Yeah.
He used it in post that he did use it. It just wasn't nearly as effective as the scroll.
No. Does anyone know that? Did Boruto do something better than Naruto?
I mean, at his age, he's better than Naruto ever was.
I mean that is true.
Yeah, I mean even when
but like the storyline.
No,
no,
he exists.
yeah, pretty much.
He's got a curse. He's got a curse tattoo, an angsty friend with a matching curse tattoo.
It's his brother. It's his adopted brother.
And then we got Sarada, who's like there.
She's an Uchiha who wears glasses.
Yeah, explain that one.
Bro,
That's how weak Sakura's gene pool is.
Actually, though.
That's how weak Sakura's gene pool is. And then what does I'm gonna call it? Then we got Monkey D. Luffy's son.
Monkey D. Luffy's son?
Yeah, Mr. Stretchy Snake Arm Man.
Oh,
you're talking about I forgot his name.
Yeah, Tara apparently confirms lightning, wind, and water. Those are his chakra affinities. Pretty crack.
Bro, Naruto was only wind, right?
Naruto is only wind.
Naruto's only wind. So
Hinata's genes coming in clutch.
Bro, now I gotta say this. I gotta show this from Tara. Anyone wondering why they root Anko?
Fact. Why'd they make her fat?
Because
actually,
she was always
she used to be
snacking,
hot.
but she was always snacking and she was consistently training. As soon as it got to peacetime, she probably just kept snacking and just got fat.
Or she used to be so hot.
Bro, she was an actual like thick. She was thick, and now she's like thick with a K, like CK, and not 2 C's.
She's thick with 3 Ks.
Actually, though, bro, she was.
Like it's weird that the attractive figures from that age just ended up all single. Like the 5th what's it called? The I'm brain farting here. The water Kage.
Mizukage?
Yeah, I think
yeah. She ended up single too.
I mean, why do they like the women who are married are like still slim, thick, but the women that are single, I mean, they're still ninjas, but they are like getting thick with K's,
Why is Kakashi single? There's a real question.
I mean, we don't know that he's single.
I mean, he always reads his fucking books, like those hentai books of his.
Which I don't know how. He was only reading Jiraiya's books, and Jiraiya's, AFK.
Oh shit.
Permanently AFK.
Yeah. I mean,
technically not AFK.
I mean,
Because clone.
clone. That doesn't count. He's not a pervert.
I mean, let me put out
Not
this
yet.
comment from Ike, our senpai. You know, Boruto is way more skilled than Naruto at his age. I mean, Panda like lightly touched up on that, but I think like
He's more
Boruto
like
got like
Sasuke than he is ever like Naruto.
yeah.
It's
I
true.
mean, like I don't think like I think not like Hinata actually cheated on like Naruto because like there's no way like both of them were like useless technically. Uh,
Ish.
yeah. So how is Boruto so powerful? Like has
Well,
decent range.
because if you take useless and useless, both recessive genes, right? And inside of both of them, they have the greatness gene, and then you just put a little plot armor on top of it. There you go.
It's not wrong.
I actually do have a question. Why does everyone say Boruto starts after episode 140 again?
Because
Because
it's
it's
short.
so
It
much
sucks.
So pretty much
filler.
the manga started like at episode 140, and they were just working their way up to it.
Okay.
Yeah, like it's all teeing up to it, and it is terrible every second of it. Like
Like,
I'm more interested in the trading card game they have within their universe than I am in actually Boruto itself.
like there's a point in Boruto that I just quit. Like I couldn't handle it no more. Like Bunny, there is something called the seven deadly swordsmen of the mist in Naruto.
That one wasn't too bad.
I mean,
That
they
was
were
bad.
no, wait. In Naruto, it was nice. It was highly skilled assassins of the mist, which were like unparalleled by other assassins. They could kill you without you even noticing that you were doing
Salad and burrito.
it. They were like they were like completely like unnoticeable.
He named after food. The burritos are
So
delicious though.
so Bunny, in Boruto they had the exact same thing, but it was like um a younger version basically, so, as assassins. The only way that the strongest person, it's called what was it like the one in the hidden mist called again, like not Mizukage, or was it the Mizukage, the
It
guy
was
with the
Mizukage.
glasses?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, he is the strongest person in that whole village, and he
Doubt.
got clapped by 7 kids, and the only way he overtook it is because they were scared of blood.
So didn't he not have his weapon with him?
I mean, he did, but he got he got overpowered by like because the kids used the sewing sword, So he
Mhm.
was like he was stuck, so he couldn't use his sword. So tell me now, which one you would prefer to watch? Bunny,
Pardon?
which one? Like you've heard us talk a lot about Naruto and a little bit about Boruto. If you could start at some point, like doesn't involve plot, which place would you start?
Um, See, that's where I'm kind of stuck on because, as someone who hasn't watched it, I guess the question is, why should I watch Naruto when Boruto has better animation?
Because of classics.
You're not wrong there. And I do want to watch Naruto, and I'll eventually get to it. Just, you know how weebs are. They have their anime lists, and they go on for miles.
So let me ask you this: should I watch the newer generation of Sailor Moon, or should I go back to the '90s version of Sailor Moon and start it
Oh,
from
no.
there?
You know, that's a good question. And when you put a comparison, definitely the oldies. Like, you get the nostalgia of, like, that time era. It's great.
Exactly.
Okay, so I see what you're saying there. Yeah, definitely probably then Naruto. Because the premise looks really good in something like I'd like. Just haven't had the time.
There's only a few things that would probably just annoy you is the certain repeating of the word "believe it." That does get annoying. After a while. That does get annoying after a while. But other than that, it's perfectly great.
um,
I don't know.
Okay.
It's Boruto can try, but it'll never be as good as Naruto.
Naruto walked so Boruto could run.
What happened to Tsunade?
These are excellent questions that we.
Yeah.
She shows up randomly,
Yeah,
uber randomly, for like 10 to 20 seconds. Like, hey, I'm still somewhat important. Okay, bye.
yeah. I'm not dead. I'm old, but I'm not dead.
Um, I mean,
I'm more interested in like adult versions of like Shikamaru and the rest of the gang than I am at all in any of the Boruto stuff going on. Like, it's wild to me that these snot-nosed kids, quote unquote, can sit here and just square up with Jonin from other nations like nothing. Like, it's just weird to me. The power creep is unreal.
Snake Dude, Mitsuki. I just
oh,
remember
that's
his name.
Mitsuki.
Yeah, Monkey D. Luffy Jr.
Okay. Guys. Let's go over our Q&A. Does any one of our lovely viewers have any question for our hosts that you would like to ask, or like a question that you have in general that you want us to ask or answer? Or does any of the hosts have any questions? Bunny, do you have any question?
Yeah, I do have a few actually.
I mean, you can ask all of them.
So in Naruto, I hear it has really good story writing. Is that true? Because I am a sucker for good character writing and story writing. That makes sense.
Yeah, the character development is second to none, I would say. Like,
Okay,
it genuinely makes you feel and enjoy and cheer for each character and share in their sorrows, minus Sakura.
Not to mention the intros itself.
Oh, the music of crack.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, the intros are lit.
Bluebird.
Ooh, Bluebird is definitely one of my favorite. Okay, I see a question from our senpai. You spoke about action animes, but what's a good oldie anime that most people forgot about but needed to watch?
Ooh, I have one. I have two actually. So Devilman Crybaby,
Yeah.
True.
absolutely. And
that
then
old?
also,
I think
yeah,
Devilman Crybaby is a bit old.
I don't think that's old.
yeah.
Am I just old?
2007.
So yeah, that's not that old.
Oh god, I'm just old.
It's kind of old, man.
It doesn't feel
It's
like.
old to me. And then also, I don't know what you guys would consider oldie, but something that's not talked about anymore that is a classic anime to me is Madoka Magica. Because those are two.
Oh yeah, there's like another season of that just came out.
Yeah.
Wait, what did you say?
Never heard of it.
Yeah, me neither.
It is
Madoka-
like a magical girl anime, but like darker.
Yeah.
Much
it's really
darker.
dark.
Like
It's-
Alpha Lead?
Oh, I don't think it's that dark.
Okay, let's scale that up like 2 shades less dark.
I mean, if you talk about a good ass oldie, I would say like Cowboy Bebop.
I was gonna say
Oh,
Zatch Bell.
Yeah. Zatch Bell. Oh, Zatch Bell was great. Zatch Bell
Yeah.
was actually excellent. Zatch Bell, Trigun.
I mean, those names doesn't ring any bell to me, man. I've never heard of those before.
You never heard Trigun?
Zatch Bell was like Pokemon, but with humans, like miniature humans.
Trigun?
Trigun? Oh my god, with Vash the Stampede, the $60 double billion man. It was great.
I mean, it looks like the guy with the vampire. What was his name again? Hello?
Alucard?
Yeah, that Alucard.
Era wise, it was exact same era as Cowboy Bebop. So like, I mean, it's I don't know. It was good.
Hmm.
I don't know. If I had to have a pick though, Gundam Wing. Like I'm a Gundam guy. Like I like big robots, and I cannot lie.
Who's seen Blood Plus? Is that an old one?
Blood
I
Plus.
I'd call it old ish.
I haven't heard of it.
It's a
neither.
vampire. It's a vampire one. It's actually really good.
It's a
Yeah.
vampire with an anti-vampire vampire.
Yeah, pretty much. So think of two vampires. Their blood. They can use their blood to create like subordinates and stuff.
And weapons.
Yeah, subordinate and weapons, and their blood also kills their opposites, subordinates, and them. So
Yeah,
pretty
it's
much,
like they have vampire aids.
yeah.
They
I
use
see.
vampire aids to kill other vampires.
Bro, what?
Yeah, it's an interesting one. I actually
It's
never
literally,
finished
it's literally a good way to break it down.
it. Yeah, I've actually never finished it. I think I couldn't find like the last 10 episodes.
But I've never heard of those before, man. Goddamn.
They're really good.
Let's see. We have another question about from our senpai. What's the last anime you watched and what episode? Chili.
I'm actually rewatching all Black Clover, and it's playing right now, and it looks like they are getting attacked. So I'm gonna assume it's like episode 13.
Okay.
I don't know. I fell asleep watching a certain scientific railgun.
Ah, that's good. I haven't watched the new season yet.
The animation's just on point.
Damn.
Like every moment where she sits there and fires off that railgun, it's just like, oh god, you can feel it in your chest.
I think it's amazing how they integrated 3 different animes into the same world, because you have
It's
Magical Index,
Yeah,
Scientific
yeah.
Railgun, and then
Yep.
Scientific Accelerator.
Yeah, it is, and it's great that they're able to like give each character their own, story with their own background. So you sit there and then, like, the character development on each of them is great because they have their own series developed, dedicated to it.
Who's your favorite?
I don't know. I couldn't pick. It's hard. I don't like that. I don't know. The dude with the dragon in his arm, I guess.
Mm.
Imagine Breaker.
Bro, I'm like completely out of what you guys are saying, man.
You've never seen it?
No.
It's a recommend.
Yeah, it's a definite recommendation. Like,
I should
start
check
with
out-
Magical Index, then do Accelerator, then Railgun, or no, Railgun, then Accelerator.
Okay.
I say.
It's literally really messed up because you have to watch like the first season of Magical Index, and then you can watch Railgun, and then
Yeah.
Accelerator comes in around like season 2 between one of them. Like their stories literally just like zigzag with each other.
But it's good. Yeah, Magical Index is where you start, though. I'd highly recommend it.
Yeah.
The art's good, the animation's good, the fights are excellent.
Mhm.
Okay, that's interesting.
There's also a lot of dark parts.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah, and it's like
Okay.
a well-defined power system, like where people rank on the the power index type thing.
Oh, okay. So there's like a decent power system there.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Okay,
Yeah.
it's not like
Ish.
Boruto.
Yeah, no, Boruto doesn't have a scaling.
True. Okay, Bunny, which one's yours?
So the most recent I just watched is actually Demon Slayer. I just finished it.
Excellent.
Have you
Oh
watched
my
the
gosh.
movie?
Yes, I did get to watch the movie. But I figured that wouldn't be considered because I asked for an episode. So I just finished Demon Slayer. Super good. Totally recommend it. Definitely if you like action anime.
Wait,
I loved
wait.
it.
Which one is your favorite episode?
Oh my goodness. Please don't make me choose.
I mean,
Um,
let's just pick one of your favorites.
I think Final Selection was my favorite. Like
That's exactly what I was thinking of.
Oh,
Nah.
Yeah, I think that was my favorite part. Just it was so good.
My favorite part was just with Nezuko using the demon arts.
that
Yeah.
shit.
Ooh.
Was,
Yeah.
oh.
Oh.
Where
Bro, like-
Nezuko, I liked
Yeah?
when Nezuko shrank and was just running.
I have a meme on my phone with that.
It's
Like-
so great.
It's so funny when people are so creative about shit like that.
There's so many different songs that go with it. I
Yeah.
have gifs of her just running with music.
Bro, like what my favorite episode would be like when he sliced the boulder. Like
Yeah,
Yeah.
my mind was completely blown.
that was definitely a moment.
Actually, I mean, the one that I'm currently like rewatching is the time I reincarnated as a slime.
Oh, the new season.
Oh,
Bro, I've watched the seasons like two or three times, and I'm currently up to date with the manga that I've read like 3 or 4 times as well, man.
It's crazy how close
It's-
the anime is to the manga though right now. Like
Actually,
they're
man.
right on each other's asses. It's nutty.
Bro, I wasn't expecting part 2 to air up so fast, cause like the manga is like
It's super
every
popular.
month.
It's right there. It's right
monthly.
there. They're still in the middle of spoiler alert, while purges in the
Yeah.
manga, right? And like that's about to happen in the anime. I think the anime is gonna pass the manga. That's what it's feeling like.
Bro, I think they are gonna have like more of a talk. Like the episode is weekly, and the manga is monthly.
That's what I'm saying. It's gonna catch up.
Yeah, I mean it's gonna be quite an interesting uh like thingy, like how they're gonna do that, because like damn, they're close in each other's throats. But
Yeah,
I
and
think
they're not even throwing that much like little filler fluff into it. Like it
I
is
mean,
laser on with what's going on.
bro, I mean they have 5 episodes of pure talking,
Oh,
or 6 episodes pure talking.
I just asked about Food Wars.
Yeah, we have
So-
other questions before that though.
Yeah, wait, let me put up the question from Tara. Favorite food in food bars?
We were just watching that earlier.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's
Oh, okay. Anything involving like anything, almost anything Yukihira makes is fantastic because it involves like my favorite, the Japanese staples of like rice, eggs, and meat. Like anything along those lines, anything that I can put in a bowl that has rice, let me at it. I'll
Bro.
eat that booty like groceries.
After he used honey to cook his meat in one episode, I actually started using honey. I started using honey with my meat in almost all the foods I cook now.
Yeah, it's amazing like, when you
Yeah.
apply heat to any kind of like sugary thing to like deglaze. Yeah, no, like adding honey, like honey soy sauce, a little bit of mirin sake. Like, oh my god, it makes it such amazing sauce.
Bro, funny story about food bars. I didn't know like food bars existed, and I saw a post. I'm sorry
You're
to
just
say
like,
this.
what is this?
I saw a post on Facebook. I'm sorry I said Facebook, but it was the like the Indish guy, like the guy with the long hair, white long hair, and then like I forgot his name.
He's Indian.
Yeah, Indian, like that guy.
Hayama Akira.
When he made the doner kebab. That's the
Oh,
reason
yeah,
I started
that
watching the
whole-
show.
That whole kebab just to make one little burger.
Bro, I was like, oh shit, he's actually making a doner kebab. I need to watch it, and I wasted like a whole week or so to get to that point, and I'm like,
That
this
was
is it.
probably one of the few animes I've ever seen that got seasons back to back to back to back to back to finish it, like the whole storyline out.
Yeah.
That was crazy, because like you don't usually see that for animes, but I mean that was just well received, I guess, by all of us anime lovers out there. And fun fact: the creator of that anime,
Yeah.
before he made that, he used to draw hentai and battle anime.
Oh my god, what a
So
combo.
in this adventure, he's like, I'm gonna combine those two things plus my love of food. Let's see what happens.
And then we got
And you know what?
Then we got this.
Masterpiece.
Bunny, which one's yours? I mean, you've been quiet, so come on.
Oh man, I haven't seen Food Wars in a while, but I'd have to say anything that is ramen based. Oh
Mm.
my gosh, definitely. Ramen's like one of my favorite foods to begin with, so can't go wrong with it.
Bro, actually, that's so true. Cause like I actually went to Japan like 2 years ago, and I had some halal ramen. My mind was blown.
Oh
Actually,
yeah.
I can't like decently enjoy ramen anymore without like going like I had like 10 times better like from
It's not hard to make like a halal ramen though when you sit there and think about it though.
I mean that is true, but like everything almost in Japan is like broth is pork based.
Yes, it's definitely very heavily pork based. I mean, there's a lot of chicken based ones and fish based
Uh,
ones too, depending where you look. Or
yeah,
oxbone.
Mm.
Oxbone's also very popular.
I
yeah, I
just
think
I just like ramen in general, so I'm not very picky on a lot of stuff. So if it tastes good, it's good to me. But I know some people that just complain if something's out of whack with it, and I'm like, It's food. It tastes good. It doesn't matter."
I mean, I'm Japanese, so like,
mm,
it's in my blood to be picky, but like, not about rice.
okay. Let's pull off this one from John Daniels. Favorite Naruto Shippuden opening and ending songs.
Bluebird.
Yeah,
Clover. But I gotta have a second to search it up, man. Uh, you guys could talk.
I don't know ramen.
No, he's complaining to me because I was actually referencing him about
Oh yeah,
complaining about ramen.
I haven't watched Naruto or Shippuden, but I've heard really good things about Bluebird, so I'll have to go with that.
it is. It is a bop.
There's actually a YouTuber who does like she sings it and plays like the piano with Bluebird, and it sounds great. I actually have the song on my phone, so I can listen to it randomly.
It's now stuck in my head. Help me.
Ooh.
My life's ruined. I don't know.
You get the feels when you listen to it. Just say that.
Oh, not as much as like the Naruto sad song. Like,
Bro, sadness and sorrow.
the Naruto sad song is a meme.
Bro, I would say like Sign, man. It's like one of those first sad songs, man.
Or any of the Naruto, like but you know what I'm talking about, the Naruto sad song, like him sitting on a swing while the other kids play type song.
Ah, bro, no,
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
My
yeah, yeah, that-
heart, I couldn't take that shit.
Pretty much whenever he used Talk No Jutsu, that song would go on.
True.
Naruto had great music. Like when you sit here and think about it, actually.
It actually, I mean, it puts the feels in you with their music, whether it's happy or sad.
Yeah, one day we need to have a talk about just like greatest anime opener songs of all time, or
actually,
closing, or like ending songs. Like
Obviously,
the music
Tokyo Ghoul.
itself is a whole entire like another subject to like go into.
Tokyo Ghoul will
Yeah.
always have #1 for me.
Oh, that's true.
I like No Game No Lives.
No Game No Life is also good.
I don't remember the intro to that.
The one that always gets me is Your Lie in April's opening. It's so good.
Your
I
Lie
wa-
in April? I haven't.
I watched it, and after I saw the sad part, I said I would never watch it again, and that was like
Yeah.
5 years ago.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it hurt.
I see another question from our senpai. What was the last comic, manga, webtoon, manga you read? Bunny?
Okay. So the last one I read actually isn't animated related, but the last time I read a webtoon, it was Lore Olympus. So
Interesting.
Well, can you come again?
Lore Olympus. It's interesting. It's based off of the Hellenism or Greek gods. It's pretty good.
Can you tell a little bit more, like the first few chapters?
So basically, it follows Persephone. And she basically goes to this party and meets Hades and a bunch of these other gods, and she's taken home by Hades, and that just starts a whole series of
Yeah,
events.
she is.
It's just, it goes wild. It gets really bad.
It gets really bad, but really
yeah,
good.
I would say it's the Greek gods, and you know how the stories are. So
Oh.
I totally recommend it though. It has a very interesting art style, I will say. It's very pop art, like Promare, very in your face with it.
Bunny,
Hades is hot.
like do you know the mythology like outside the manga?
Yeah.
So you know what Zeus is up to.
Yeah.
Everything.
Does he do the
Everything.
same thing there,
It's
or not so
not
much?
directly in there, but it is referenced quite a lot.
That sounds like Zeus, all right. Like going around, like getting them mortals.
Yo, only
Weird
Disney
guy.
made Hades a bad guy. Like Hades overall just stayed in his lane, did his job, took care
Percy
of his wife.
Percy
I mean,
Jackson, and you also got to think of what's that one with the Titans where they had
God
Hercules?
of War.
no,
No.
Hercules?
The movie
I can't think of what
Rise
it
of the
is.
Titans.
Clash of the Titans, I think, something like that.
Yeah, Clash of the
Yeah.
Titans.
Yeah,
Zeus is the baddie though.
I mean, isn't Hades like kidnapping Persephone or like Zeus's wife at some point?
No.
I think
Hades
actually,
overall, like I'm pretty sure within like Greek mythology, just stayed in his lane.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he kind of minded his own business.
I mean, like I see Ike saying like it follows the story of Hades kidnapping Persephone, but the course of changed it more than.
Persephone is actually
Oh.
Hades' wife, and he actually took
Yeah.
her down to was it Tartarus, something like that. And he actually kept her there prisoner, and she wasn't allowed to leave there because apparently she.
I mean, that's what Zeus does though, Ike. Does it have a hole? Yes or no? If it doesn't, he'll make one.
Oh my god, man.
Okay, wow. That happened.
Do you know how many weird demigods there are out there?
True.
Yeah.
It's all Zeus's fault.
Actually,
Zeus gets drunk and just sits there looking at that cow, just like.
god damn it, Panda. Chili, your what's your last one that you read?
I actually just started. Please don't bully me, Nakatoro. And I know Ike is gonna start. Yeah, I knew it. He immediately put no. um, yeah, I like the whole story with Nagatoro, how she like bullies him to actually help him grow and become a person himself, and I get ridiculed all the time by Ike for it.
Oh,
What happened
of
to
course.
Positive reinforcement bullying.
He keeps saying that she is gonna step on me, and then I'm gonna like it for whatever reason. I don't know why.
Oh god. Let's see here. The last thing I watched or read, I read a bunch of stuff at once. So like we got Tomb Raider, Dungeon Reset, Solo Leveling, and then like I'm brain farting what the name it is, like Gods and Magic or Gods and whatever the thing is with NaCl E. Ike, you know what I'm talking about. Shut up, you know what it is.
He's already laughing, Ike, madman. I think for me, the last one I actually read was like Solo Leveling, like chapter 162.
I still haven't watched.
Oh,
read it.
163 just came out, or was out, or is out.
No, 162 is just dropped today.
62 today? I thought 163 was out.
No, 62 was just today, man. I'm pretty sure, because like I read it today. Like I'm waiting like whole weeks like for that one fucking chapter to come out.
You might
But,
be right. We'll see.
Man, that manhwa or manga or whatever it is, man, it's not good for my heart, man. I'm actually starting to think about reading the light novels because it's too good.
Oh yeah, reading the light novels is trippy though. Like,
Yeah.
because like you're used to just like the visual side of it, and then you're sitting here reading, and you're like, wait a second.
I did that
These
with
are
SAO.
words. There's a lot of words.
Yeah, you gotta use your imagination, Penna. You don't got that.
I mean, if you already know what they look like, it's not that hard to use your imagination.
I mean, it's pretty hard. Like, if it's like a different circumstance, like how you would visualize the person doing this or that,
Yeah, but whenever you
Or
like
them.
when you read it when they're talking, you already have that voice in your head. If you watch like the dub or something like that,
Who watches dub?
True.
I do.
Actually, oh my god,
I do.
oh my god.
I do both. It doesn't matter to me.
You
I watch dub with subs on.
live a lie.
I don't-
Nice. You watch dubs.
Okay,
Dubs on. Oops. Help.
Uh,
okay.
I do.
Let's go to our next question from Muninn. What do you think about Bleach coming back? Have you read the additional chapter that came out? Bunny, have you watched Bleach?
I have not, but I have friends who are very invested and very excited to see where this is going.
Do you just
So,
do you just skip all old animes and go straight to Sailor Moon?
no, it's just I don't
Sailor
have the
Moon.
attention for long animes.
That's fair enough.
Yeah, not everyone is like made for the long animes.
Just
But
tricky.
Sad if there's only
but-
12.
Yeah, but then again, like the 12 episode animes is always like, where's season 2?
I get what you're saying. I don't know.
No.
One of those things.
Yeah, I need that binge watch. I need that long term commitment.
I get that. That's why I'm watching B and HA.
Which one?
My
Boku no
Hero
Hero.
Academia.
Oh, Boku no Hero. Ah, man, I despise that fandom. It's a great anime, but I despise that fandom.
The fandom,
I'm sorry.
yeah, I mean, you're right. The fandom can be a little weird, but like the anime itself is fantastic.
It's actually though.
It's super sad right now though.
I mean, I was like getting myself spoiled by BDA, but now I'm like completely out of touch of it, so I don't care anymore about that anime. I like dropped that shit harder than my dad dropped me when I was a kid. Wait, what?
He obviously dropped you pretty hard. I mean, look at you.
You dick. Have you watched Bleach, Chili?
I have. I watched Bleach ever since I was like 9.
Damn.
I actually thought where they stopped it was pretty good. I wanted to see more, and the fact that I know that they're coming out with more makes me super excited for it because I played some of the I can't remember what it was Jump Force or something like that, and I saw like Ichigo having 2 Zanbak toes, so I looked into it and stuff. Really looking forward to see how that develops, and along with his hollow powers.
Panda,
What about Bleach?
have you watched it? Like, are you excited that it comes back?
I'm actually pretty excited to come back. I just don't know where they're going with it.
I think they're going to do the
1,000
year of blood. Yeah, 1,000 year of blood arc. Oh, it's gonna be lit. It's gonna be
Mhm.
lit.
It's fine
Like-
as long as it's not. As long as it's not like, here we are. Welcome to Bleach Shippuden.
Uh,
Time skip.
I've seen a question from someone I haven't seen before, from Clayton Ban. What's a good anime from this and last season? Bunny?
Okay, so I'm not currently up to date with summer seasons, but Horimiya from last season, I'm in the middle of watching it and it just picked up and it's so good. Totally recommend it. If you like love / romance anime, super good.
Mm-hmm. This season you haven't watched or?
No, I haven't been up to date. And that's on me.
Okay. Panda?
What? I'm sorry, I'm
What's a
lost
good
now.
anime? No, from a question from Clayton. What's a good anime from this and last season?
This season's honestly been relatively disappointing to me. I like Spirit Chronicles, I guess, and then like how realist hero would save the kingdom.
Oh, that shit.
Last season, I don't know. I've been entirely like uber excited about anything that's come out like this year
Wow.
for some reason.
I mean, like last season, it was like Jujutsu Kaisen for me, like it's
Yeah.
like 24 episodes
Yeah.
of
The
gold.
tops. But like
And this
overall,
season, I
this
would say like
season's
it's a bit wacky to be honest. Or this season would be like Tsukimichi Moonlight Fantasy, or what's that one called again? Oh my god, Tokyo Revengers, man.
Tokyo Revengers was technically last season that carried over to this season.
Ah man, it's still same shit, man.
It's still last season, but another one that I want to throw out there that probably not a lot of people have watched yet is Fumetsu no Anta. It's about like an orb who has to get some type of stimulation in order to grow, and the stimulation would be like how he perceives it, whether or not he cares. And like if he cares about it and it dies, he will actually turn into that being or person. It is really good. Like it's super upsetting and sad in some points, but pretty much you're watching like a being turn into things and actually learning how to progress as a person. And the funny thing is, if I'm right, Ike's the one that recommended it to me, and I'm already hooked on it. I started in dub, and I was waiting every week for it to come out, and I'm just like, I can't do this, and I started watching it all in sub. Now I'm caught up, and I'm just disappointed that I haven't finished.
I mean, I saw
To Your Eternity, that's the English word for it, I believe.
okay.
hey Panda, you know what's a good anime for you?
Do tell,
Monster Girl Doctor.
you bastard.
What? Did you watch it or not?
I mean, I have. But
Of
why do you
course.
assume? Why do you assume I'm that kind of? Why do you just assume I'm that kind of degenerate?
Yeah, bro. Imagine the last conversation I had with you with High School DxD or High School of the Dead. Bro, it's that, and then the Monster Girl Doctor. I mean, that would like fit it perfectly, you know.
This student's gonna be so disappointed in me.
I think everyone is.
Oh yeah, Fluoride Ice Song was last season. I did love that actually. That was very different as far as anime goes.
Oh, did you mean interspecies reviewer?
No, I didn't.
I think you meant that.
No.
I mean, I'm pretty sure you did that as well. I'm pretty sure you watched it as well. Hmm? Did you or did you not?
I
Kinda
didn't.
quiet. Nah?
No,
Why are you lying, bro?
bro, I ain't lying.
I know you did.
Bro, no,
Alright.
I didn't like the art.
No?
Yeah.
Or maybe like the misfit of the Demon King Academy.
Oh, that was good actually. He was just OP from like the get go.
He literally was only a month old before he became a teenager.
It's like I decided to become an adult now.
Yeah.
Bro, I mean, he was like technically Demon Lord, and his power is like unrivaled. So I guess. You know.
I don't know.
Uh,
I like those kind of animes, but I don't like it when the main character is just completely overpowered from the get go.
Why not? It's fun.
Because there's no like development there.
I mean, there's enough development, man. He's making the people he's with also broken.
I don't know.
I mean, you want to know what anime actually like died out pretty quickly? The God of High School.
God of High School. Yeah, you're right. That did die out pretty quickly.
You
I
know
haven't heard
why?
anything about it.
Because they made it suck so hard in comparison to like the webtoon.
Are we talking about like the one with those kids, the second season, trying to get away? Promise to
No.
Neverland season 2.
No,
I
I'm
know,
talking
but
about God of,
yeah, I know.
God of High School.
I'm talking about the disappointment level.
As high, I'd say for sure.
Got it.
Did you
Except
watch?
this one didn't even get a second season.
No. Did you watch God of High School, Bunny?
Pardon?
Did you watch God of High School?
No.
Hmm. I mean, like a lot of manhwas is good in like got an anime is like pretty dying out. Like Tower of God and Noblesse is also like not doing anything. You know.
Oh, I did look up Tokyo Revengers, and there was no set end episode yet, so
Yeah,
it could go on for a while.
bro. It's so weird. Like the site where I'm watching said like it would have 12 episodes, but it like died out. I mean, it went further than it, and I was like, wait, what?
Mm.
Is there any questions from the chat or from our hosts that anyone wants to spill out? No one? Bunny?
I have currently reached saturation and satisfaction level.
Yeah, same
Same.
that.
Yeah, everyone is satisfied.
Yes.
Okay, I mean, okay, I
Oh,
see a last minute question from Ike. What got you into anime? Bunny.
Okay, so I have two answers for that because as a kid, I'd wake up in the middle of the night to watch Tsunami on my own. And I guess for me, that was the animation and just how unique it was. And then I had a second coming of age where I got into it. And I had a friend who showed me one of my first ever animes, and it just hit off from there. I loved it. It was great. The art style really drew me in, and how you connected with the characters so well, and how well written they were and fleshed out compared
Mhm.
to a lot of, I guess, Western animation where there are a few of those, but a lot of them are children's cartoons and they're not very fleshed out, if you understand what I mean. So
we
that's
don't
what really got me.
we don't use the C word here.
Sorry.
What's the C word?
Cartoons.
Uh, and what was the other one, Bunny? Because you said there was two.
Um, so the second one was um I would watch it when I was a little kid, and that's what really got me first started, and then I found it again. And so I guess how well they write their characters is what gets me really hard.
Panda.
What's up?
What got you into anime?
Like I said, I was at a Barnes and Noble. I think I was in middle school, like 6th grade maybe. I saw a Shonen Jump magazine, and like I've been reading like normal books for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
So like it caught my eye. I saw a ninja on the cover, right? And like I just sat down and started reading it. And then like I didn't get to finish reading it before I got to leave, so I'm like, yo, parents, buy me this thing. So I started reading it, and just like
The
she
camera's
said, like
off. You can come through.
just like
Even though it's
just like she
literally
said,
pouring outside.
I got it in Toonami, and that's where I saw Trigun. We had Cowboy Bebop. We had Gundam Wing. We had all that stuff way back when Tom, the host of Toonami, was short and fat.
And yours, Chili?
I was a super hyper kid when I was growing up, and I just was on the move all the time. My dad actually sat me down and just put on anything that he thought would get me distracted, and I started watching DBC because of it.
I put time back.
And yeah, I was literally watching DBZ from like the get go, and I was that kid that would scream out his window, flying Nimbus, trying to get an actual Nimbus cloud to come to me. And then trying to go Super Saiyan in the middle of school, and
In
yeah,
the middle of school.
Oh shit!
yeah, that's pretty much what got me. That's what got me hooked on it. And then like later down the road, to like for me to keep it going was me waking up every morning for school to catch the bus and watching Inuyasha beforehand because Inuyasha would come on at like 5 a.m.
Oh shit, bro! Like with me, it was like also DBZ, also trying to like turn into Super Saiyan. But I mean, not in the middle of school, man. I was in that day and age. If I did that, I would get bullied into oblivion, you know.
You still do.
Bro, I mean, in private, bro, not like with friend
No, no,
groups.
no, I'm not talking about like that, but just like in general, like some people, if you talk about anime, they're just like, you watch that, and then you're like, just watch it, and then as soon as they start watching it, they're like, oh yeah, it's good.
True, true. I also like imagine like Frieza and like Goku like fighting in a distance, you know, like watching to the moon and then seeing like those stars and then
Just
moving them,
watching
you
the
know.
boom.
Yeah, yeah, and then like imagine Frieza and Goku like fighting each other how they did in Namek.
Yeah, the
But
5 hour fight.
true. Um, and like I said, like Naruto, that's like the actual one I started.
Mhm.
Like actually binge watching in the summer vacation in home, you know, like the full like I was back like 277 episodes or 244 episodes of Naruto itself and not Shippuden. Like
Mhm.
I binge watched that whole shit in the summer vacation. I had still like 2 weeks left. It was insane.
I remember when Naruto first came out in English dub. I watched the first episode, and if I'm right, there was another anime going on at the same time. I think it was like Bobobo, something like that,
Oh
with
shit!
the dude that actually used his like
Yeah,
nose hairs to fight. I remember watching that too.
bro. That was like one of my favorite shows, man. It was sick, but the intro, the randomness, was insane.
Mm.
Um, does any of the hosts got any questions left? Bunny, maybe do you
Uh,
got any questions?
we didn't
Or
ask Panda. Wait, did we ask Panda
yeah,
what got him
yeah,
pumped?
we did. Yeah, we
Hmm.
did. He said
Yeah.
the one that he was like sitting in on the ground reading
Yeah, that's right.
the jump thingy.
Mhm.
Wait, were you in Japan back in the day, Panda?
No. I grew up in like just north of Los Angeles, but most
Ah,
of my family's from Japan. So
okay. Um, okay. I mean, if there's no questions from the hosts or the chat, we'll just like wrap it up. Um, guys, thank you for joining. You know, it's been a pleasure talking like for like 1.5 hours about anime. For the people in chat, we have a Discord. Please join it. Me, I'm there almost every day. If I see someone new, I'll interact with you in the voice chat. I don't do chat talk much, but if you join the voice chat, I'll try to get you into JoJo. That's all I'm saying. I want more people as a certified JoJo. I got Panda, Chili. I
yep.
mean, you gotta watch it as well, man. Eventually, you're gonna watch it. I don't care. So guys, please follow our social medias. Um, I mean, you gotta come back, man. I'm waiting for your ass. You gotta come back. Please follow our social medias. Twitch, Twitch TV slash Otaku underscore internationals. Twitter, I think that's a zero or an O internationals. And our Instagram, Otaku with double underscore international. Come on, man. I want you to have the certified Jover as well. But that's for today, guys. We have on Mondays it's Black Clover. It's also like the same time Chili is the host of that, so you'll see Chili the big boy, the Jackie boy. Wednesday today is like anime conversations where you can tune in and ask a lot of questions. And Fridays are One Piece, and that will be hosted by, I think, Kiwi. I'm not sure who holds that one. I'm sorry. Guys, thank you for joining. I'll say it again. Please follow our social media. Follow our YouTube as well, man. Come on, man. Hit the subscribe button, like, subscribe. Any of the hosts want to add something?
No, I'm
No, we're
good.
good.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
you're good. Thank you for joining, guys, for our today's podcast, and have a nice evening, morning, afternoon, wherever you're from, because we are all international. Bye bye.
Bye.